الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Today I just wanted to give a short reminder, a quick reminder, specifically for myself and for everyone over here, as well as I wanted to target it towards the youngsters and people who still have their parents around. So Allah says in Surah Al-Isra, ayah number 23, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا إِمَّا يَبْلُغَنَّ عِنْدَكَ الْكِبْرَ أَحَدُهُمَا أَوْ كِلَاهُمَا فَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا وَقُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. This is such a beautiful and strong ayah that Allah has told us in the Quran. Now the ayah translates, your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him. So Allah starts off with Tawheed, right? The most important thing for us is to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not associate any partners. Immediately right after that, Allah has associated that with and honor your parents. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. And then Allah continues from there, giving you a scenario that you might be in. If one or both of them reach old age in your care, never say to them, "Uff," nor yell at them or argue with them. Rather, address them respectfully. Address them with قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. Now, let's get back to the first part. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. What does it mean by doing ihsan to your parents? Now, if you want to talk into details, right, this can go on for hours. People have written books, about this idea of ihsan to your parents. But in brief, the idea is we do whatever we can. We do our best to take care of them. We listen to them. Even though sometimes we might not agree with them, as long as they're not telling us to do something that is against Islam, we follow them, we respect our parents. Sometimes it is very inconvenient for us to do those actions. For example, a simple thing. We're young, mom tells us, hey, take out the trash. And I think in my head, the trash is not really full yet. And I'm really busy right now. And I can do it very easily later. Right? It's an inconvenience for us, but just because our parents said it, our mom said it, you go and do it immediately. Right? You can use this analogy for other stuff in your life, where there are situations where they tell you to do something which, it's not what you agree with all the time. However, it's not something that is going to cause harm. So then you go ahead and follow your parents. Right? It's important that we do our best to respect our parents in whichever situation we can, as long as it's not something that will cause harm, and as long as it's not something that takes us away from Islam, that is against what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us. But then we get to the second part of the ayah, right? When the ayah says, إِمَّا يَبْلُغَنَّ عِنْدَكَ الْكِبَرَ أَحَدُهُمَا أَوْ كِلَاهُمَا. When they reach an old age. Now, what happens when your parents reach an old age is that sometimes they are more in need of help, right? Maybe it's harder for them to walk. It's hard for them to do certain things which we take for granted, which is very simple. And as human beings, it's sometimes very hard for them to ask someone else for help. I personally have been in this situation recently where it's very tough for someone in their situation due to medical reasons or whatever it is. They don't want to ask for help, but they are in a situation where they have to, right? And the best person they can ask is their own child. And even that, they don't want to burden you. They don't want to put that extra stress on you. But their situation is such that you're the only one, or you're the best person that can help them. And who better than someone that they were able to take care of us when we were young, and Allah has given us an opportunity to take care of them when they have reached an old age, right? For either of your parents. And in those situations, naturally, when human beings reach an old age, and they're asking us for help, even though it can burden, they don't want to burden us, when we say anything, right? The Quran has used the word uff. Now, uff is just a expression. It is a show of ingratitude, but like annoying, like oh. It doesn't have to be the exact word uff. It can be any kind of word that you show that you're showing them that you are burdened. You're showing them that you don't want to do what they told you to do. And that can hurt them a lot. So you do your best not to show any kind of feeling. Don't let them feel that you don't want to do what they want to do, what they are telling you to do. And then, فَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا. Right? Don't fight with them. Don't yell at them. Don't cause disagreements with them. Right? When they are telling you to do something, when they're in your care, do not go to the situation where you're going to have to raise your voice at them. Because they are at an older age and you have to show the utmost respect to your parents. So these are situations that we can be in. However, not all of us are with our parents. Not all of us still have our parents around. Now, in these situations, the first and most important thing, if we have our parents or we don't have our parents, is constantly make dua for them. رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. Most important dua for your parents. Very important dua. رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. Constantly make this dua. May Allah have mercy on them. The way they, رَبَّيَانِي, the way they took care of me and brought me up when I was small. Constantly make this dua for them. And actually the best thing you can do for your parents is you become a hafiz of the Quran. You memorize the Quran, and your parents in the Day of Judgment will get a crown of light, which is one of the greatest distinctions that someone can have when they are in Jannat al-Firdaus or Jannah. So I make dua that Allah protects all of our parents. May Allah give us the ability to serve our parents as much as we can and constantly make dua for them. And may Allah reunite all of us with our parents in Jannatul Firdaus. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.